Hello everyone. This is not your average per se video that I usually make. It's more so to talk about the overall P5X summer updates, plural, as I feel like it's something that needs to be more so talked about, not due to like just to spread the backlash or anything, but more so just to really go over it, pretty much. Like, what did it bring in? What did it leave out? Or what was it needing or lacking? To me, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to really judge the summer update, I can say. It, I don't know if I should be forgiving in a way, as it's the first summer update, but there was a lot more to be desired, no doubt in my mind. As as from what we really gotten from from the first summer update, which is 2.1, we had gotten pretty much just we got the new city life activity, which was fishing, and then we were also given a 5-star tropical omotaha, as well as the shooting mini game, while also having I would consider these like more like hangout events where you like spend time with the characters and then have like 3 events and you do this and that, as well as like the fireworks. Um, yeah, and they also gave us the Makoto Nijima swimsuit outfit, which which are all helpful, and they updated some of the synergies, which is all nice and all. But at the same time, there was it felt like there was so much that it really needed, to be honest. Like the shooting mini game, as much as like it's an interesting aspect of it, but the fact that they ended up doing 17 stages of it, and you could pretty much do it in all in one sitting. I feel like the intention was not for it to be done in one sitting, again, because some of them were time locked. But at the same time, like when it comes to a game or a gacha game, you see an event, you feel this urgency to do the event. So I feel like it isn't a bad thing at all to go ahead and do these events, especially in one sitting. Because again, it comes with currency, and there's a banner character that you really might want. So like you feel so enticing to do it. And another thing is the like 17 stages, one mini game, is too much. It's like imagine like you can it's like an hour to 40 minutes long if you want to do it in one sitting, but the fact that you're doing the same thing for that long, it feels lacking. And I wish there was more. They could definitely have put less stages, but whatever gems that were accumulated into the other stages, put them more into the shorter into what you call it? Put them into the stages that already existed. Like definitely 10 would have been good, and just put whatever extra 20 out of the other 6, besides endless, into those 10. It would have felt more nicer per se. It just felt like doing 17 was too much, and then yeah, the endless mode for stage 6 17 is interesting, but at the same time, it's like there's already 16 stages previously onto this event, well, mini game. Like, why would I spend almost an hour doing that just to do something that is going to be endless when I'm already pretty much exhausted from it? It truly doesn't make much sense on paper. I don't know. I feel like that needed to be a very big change when it came to mini games. Lessen them, or at least make more. Like imagine, um, there was there was the shooting mini game and another mini game, like 3 separate mini games within one patch. See, that wouldn't be as tiring as doing one mini game for 17 stages. Like, it gets to a point. You get tired of it. And yeah, that's how I feel about the mini game per se aspect. Yeah, they have the little hangout events. Those are nice. They're like they don't last too long, and they don't they're not too short. They're like that sweet spot. As much as like the city the city life activity fishing, I haven't tried it, but again, it is a nice addition. I'm pretty sure it came out early, I believe, for us. And then they also introduced the thieves secrets, I believe it is called, which are nice. I thoroughly enjoy them. I get that they're like they give you a set amount of battles that let you try out this like the banner character, which I very much enjoy. I definitely would say instead of having six, maybe have 10. I feel like just to get like a more challenge, like way more challenging aspect to see how much a character would do in a very challenging situation. I say, I know there's like the other side of this the Thief Secrets where it is harder, but you don't gain access to that character to try out. So I felt like if I felt like ooh, you couldn't see much of the character itself unless you pull them, obviously, because again that was the whole purpose of it, as well as the character trial for that banner. But I don't know. I feel like there should be more space for players to be playing around with, per se. Yeah, I remember, and then as well as the third section of the Thieves Den. I mean Thieves Den, Thief Secrets, where it's like it's like stamina gated. I don't mind them. I feel it's very nice, especially with the event shop. Like you gain this stat points or use certain characters, and you boost your rewards. I personally like that. I like that aspect. I don't think it's a bad one. That part I enjoy. I don't mind as much as I would like it not to be stamina gated, well daily amount gated. I get what they were going. I don't mind it. That one I would say definitely like the Thief Secrets is probably my favorite part of these updates. I gotta say if they keep it up and add a little bit more towards them, I'll I could definitely see much more love put into them. Because again, they're battles, and then we obviously want to test our characters to the metal. So I don't think it's. I hope there's more to it that they add to the future. But yeah, and then there's the fireworks, and then hanging out with certain characters will give you certain fireworks, like help you unlock certain fireworks. I like that. It's like it's cute. It's if you love those characters, you're gonna appreciate the work that was put into that fireworks section of the whole event. I liked it very much. Um, I believe, and then they had like the daily login for like the tickets and such. Um, as far as I can remember, and then they added new songs for the band the band club mini game. It was okay. I mean, some people don't dip their toes into the game mode that much, because again, depending if you're playing on PC or mobile, it's kind of annoying. It all depends on the person, but definitely that's my thoughts on 2.1. As for 2.2, oh wait, let me not forget. And obviously, the main spotlight is Summer Tomoko, and obviously she did very good in her event. I didn't pull her because I was debating, but very much I like her character. There was nothing wrong with her, but of course, if you don't have that character, you don't get to really shine through the battles of the Thieves Secrets that much. But yeah, that was my overall thoughts of 2.1. As for 2.2, where we ended up getting Fantasy Seaside Tomoko, which is nice, another banner character, as well as more of the rest of the hangouts that were available. because some of them were locked per patch. And another thing is they added the Kira synergy, as well as the synergy bond reset, where you could change if you were best friends or you were romanced with a certain character, as well as the shave ice shuffle minigame. Oh boy. Okay, let's start off with the most like outrageous one. Again, like the last one, there's no need for 16 to 17 stages. There's absolutely no point. Like it gets too draining, and especially if a minigame desired like needs you to be paying attention 24/7, it's gonna be exhausting. And it's just, and the fact that it's like wherever you were on PC or mobile, you were struggling playing this game. People would experience like trying to tell this is a decor, this is a topping. Like the fact that it wasn't just from like, oh, this is from mobile, like mobile's having this issue, even or just even PC players are talking about the same issue. It's more so not our fault. It's obviously a design flaw, and something I would say that needed to be fixed. Even though nothing was gonna happen if we even reported it, but something definitely for later on in the future, I would love for that to get like helped out if they ever bring back this mini game or bring in something similar to it. Yeah, it's like the same thing as the shooting mini game. It needed some work. It doesn't need that much stages. Decrease it, you know, increase obviously rewards in the shorter run, in the new amount of stages of the mini game itself. Yeah, that it was just the shade of ice. It's like it felt like torture. No matter how many times I tried taking breaks from it, it just annoyed me. I don't know. It just definitely needs something to be more worked on. And then for the synergy bond resets, they're cool. I mean, if you really regretted best friending this person, this that. I mean, you can do it. You can do it now. It all depends on your fancies. And then we had the Kira synergy. The Kira synergy was very much, I liked it. I mean, again, it introduces us to help with with Kira coming out in the later future. And then of course, synergy are always good to market or like sell a character in the grand scheme of things, which I like that business aspect. I won't lie. And again, his character is interesting. He's not just, I wouldn't say one dimensional. He's he has like layers. Am I like glazing Kira a little bit? Maybe. I just very much like his character, and it very much fits well to what the character he becomes in 2.3. And then as well, we got with 2.2, we got another Thieves Secrets, which was pretty much guest starring Seaside Tomoko. Again, I wish there was more stages on there, pretty much, because again, I don't know. I feel like the battle side, it was what needed to be there wasn't pretty much there. But then on the minigame side, where there was so much more, was there when it didn't need to be there. You kind of get it, like the more work was put into something that wasn't needed than what was needed to be worked on or added on. And as well, like banner character, this and that. Um, yeah, as much as I'm looking back on it, it was it was it's hard. Because again, we obviously had the story patch during this, as well. Kind of like well, no, I wouldn't say a side thing, but of course, the summer updates were kind of like, you could pretty much call it as filler in the grand scheme of things. But I personally just felt there was like more to it, if you get me. And then I ended up taking notes of some of what people said in the community, their thoughts on the event. And then, because one said it was alright for me personally, in my opinion, purely because I accomplished a ton of stuff with the two characters that came along, but in terms of content, it was short. But that's alright, because it wasn't really meant as a major content, I think. And then, yeah, and then pretty much at the end of it, they say like F the shaved ice mini game, which is fair, because again, it was too much for so much for it was too much for so little, and yeah, like I said, like they enjoyed the two characters, but they found the content was too short, and yeah, because again, it's something you could blow away very quickly, and be if this content is shorter, it's not gonna be memorable. It's just gonna be something forgettable. In all honesty, I mean that's how it happens. I mean, you give something that they don't people don't like, then they're not gonna like it. And then another response I've gotten was, I just liked it. No interesting story, awful mini game, and a bunch of. I'm not gonna say that, but pretty much they just weren't fan of the outfits of the summer characters, which I don't mind. Again, it's summer. It's literally summer, so I can't complain. And they also had said the fireworks UI was also exhausting, unless I miss a button to launch more than 9 at a time. Uh, Here I can say I can agree to an extent. Definitely the minigame part, absolutely. As far as the no interesting story, I would have to agree. No doubt. I mean, because again, the whole concept is like, oh, shadows are affecting the beach, and the people are just like so the beach is deserted. I liked it, but again, I wish there was like more to it. You get me? Y- Yeah, and the fireworks UI, yeah, I definitely can agree it was exhausting because again, you have to like, oh, press this firework, this firework, this firework, this firework. If there's a way to like kind of like quick draw it, quick input it, it would have been nicer, but I don't find it too bothersome. But yeah. And as far as another submission that I got in response was, for me, it was just filler until the next palace part. I did appreciate the free gems though. Yeah, because again, pretty much the summer update, two summer updates were just filler. Especially they lasted 4 weeks long. Yeah, but 4 weeks long of practically the same thing and driving nothing too much new is it gets to a point it gets too exhausting. And then another response I've gotten was, it was okay for me. Shooting game was fun. Shaved Ice was terrible, and both were too long. The Gembu and Raja fights were good challenges without either summer unit or Marion. I think if the summer event was 1 to 2 week patch or one, I cannot understand this. Okay, 1 2 week patches, it would have been better. But I understand why they did it on the other servers. I also wish you could swap the outfits on summer units because I would have loved a powerful closer or Moko in their outfits. Hope this wasn't too long. Right here, I can agree because again the shooting game was unique because again it was the first game we're into. So investment was very much more there because again we haven't really gotten a mini game. It's like I could see where the drumming was there, and again it didn't have the difficulties of what Shaved Ice had. So I can agree with that statement. And of course, Shaved Ice was just too much for so little again. And then, like they said, they had stated, they were too long, again, due to the fact that it has 17 stages when it really should have been less. And then to the part where they say the Genbu and Raja fights were good challenges without either summer unit or with Marion is interesting because some people would love to have the new unit, and then some people want to challenge the content that was there without said unit. So it kind of brings out players' creativity, which is good, no doubt, and is very much helpful to give people that pretty much that hard content per se. I only kind of quote it because again, the game's not hard if you have the character that it's designed for and such. So yeah, and then yeah, I did wish patches were shorter, but it's in the past now, so there's really not much I can do or anyone could do in that matter. So, and then where it's more of like a want from a fan, where they want to be able to swap the outfits on the summer units, like back to their original outfits, which would have been very nice. Like just a little character model, not a character model, because again, a 4-star closer exists and 5-star seaside tropical closer exists. Yeah, they share different move sets, but then again, they're just still the same character. And then again, we haven't gotten characters with outfits, so definitely, it would be something nice to see, especially if they add that in the future. As well, like again for Tomoko, if they're able to put the Phantom Thief outfit on their summer variant, and then a Phantom Thief outfit on summer closer. Definitely, I would like to see that. Do what I say needs to be paid gems or just like gems in general? No, because again, we already have that unit already exists in the game. There's no need to put a price tag on something that's been existing since launch. So yeah, it's it's just it's a cool, it will be a cool feature. Well, the features are in the game, but it would be a nice thing to have, without a doubt. And another submission, and the last one I got to sum it all up, was it was fine, about the same as every other patch. The minigames were fun the first like 3 days, and the fights were fun. I just wish it had more of an overarching story. Yeah, again, including to what they said, it was fine. Same as any other patch. The minigames were fun at first, like 3 days, the first 3 days, because again, that like that honeymoon phase of something new. You enjoy it, but then the more longer you keep going into it, you just don't get to see the interest, especially with the amount of stages those mini games had. It was bound to irritate some part of the fan base, no matter what. And then again, they enjoyed the fights; they were fun. And then, as well as their last statement, I just wish it had more of an overarching story. See, there's nothing wrong with that. And again, I covered it like not too long ago, where there should have been more of a story. It would have been very much helpful. Because again, they set up a story, but then again, that kind of story goes over just by doing fights. But if there was like cutscenes in between these stages, it would have been nicer. It would have felt much more natural, and it felt like an actual Persona storyline, rather than just point A to point B, do this fight or that fight, and then because you do not get to see the effects of you doing these fights. You just hypothetically, at the end, you get oh, you helped the beach, you protected the beach, you protected summer, this and that. And then you don't, it's not like you really see people unless you do legit the shaved ice mini game, but uh, they don't correlate how, oh, these people are at the beach for shaved ice, but then shadows are invading it, and then all of a sudden they're here to get some shaved ice when there's apparently shadows. Like, again, it's supposed to take place in different metaverse. And in the grand scheme of things, I don't know. Again, I feel like, I mean, there's pretty much, to me, it felt like there was plot holes that didn't make sense. That I wish they made sense. Because again, this the storyline, it had breadcrumbs. Like, it's very much enjoyable. If it had more story, I think everybody would have enjoyed that. But yeah, that will be my thoughts on the summer event, or like a retrospective of it. Uh, wish there was more, needed more, would like more, but we'll see on the next summer update, which is probably next year. I mean, obviously, till next summer. And yeah, the clips here are just random clips that I was going to make something else out of, but I feel like kind of like a more like I'm gonna call it a yapathon or like an essay. Vid will be more appropriate as something like you can see or you could watch something in the background. I don't know. Yeah, just to feed the brain. But if you have any thoughts of the summer event, I would definitely like to know in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed, I know it's long, but please like and subscribe if you enjoy more. Yeah, see ya. Yeah, yeah.